So this pitch graph is going to control the envelope of the pitch, as you can imagine. Amp is obviously going to control the volume envelope. They can be a little bit confusing. We want to focus on what we're seeing here rather than the actual where the nodes are, because as you can see, I'm telling it to sustain at full volume and then dip off here, but the resultant waveform doesn't actually kind of copy that. So we're going to, on the amp setting at least, bear in mind what's going on here. So we want something that is a fairly, if we look at our reference, it sustains at full volume for a short amount of time and then dips off very quickly. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually write in an automation into the kick with like a utility or something to make sure that it's only ever going to be as long as I want it to be, something like that. So let's just create a new synth patch then. So if I press Ctrl-Shift-T, hopefully I'll get a new MIDI channel. Go for kick 2, and let's move somewhere over here. So what key am I using here? G0. Cool, so I'll stretch the MIDI note out longer than it needs to be. Okay. And then as I said, I can draw in the automation. So I'm going to loop round from before the transient, I guess the start of the sound. Sometimes, as I'm sure you'll have realized, there's a bug with Ableton and most DAWs where if you haven't rewritten the automation to kind of be at the same point, when it loops around, sometimes it forgets where it's supposed to be. So I'll quickly describe what that means. So our current chain is just kick 2 and a utility, which I use all the time. It's just a volume automation. So I'm going to try and match the envelope volume-wise of this reference kick. So it's going to die off about here, right? Yeah. I like to loop before to avoid that automation issue. Cool. So currently with kick 2, we've got its stock setting is to have this click on.